So the Sumerian people who ruled over Mesopotamia, they obviously had their own language. And what's really interesting is that they were one of the first ever people to write their language down. Now they had their own alphabet, just like we use an alphabet in the English language. Now their alphabet was called the cuneiform, or the cuneiform symbols. It was more a collection of symbols that communicated sense than an alphabet that we see today. But it had all the same sounds, so you can still use that language to communicate today. So that language eventually evolved into the Hebrew and Arabic languages that we know today. But their language was invented in ancient Iraq, or where Mesopotamia was, more than 5,000 years ago. It's an extremely ancient language and an ancient alphabet. So the way this was achieved, the way they wrote the alphabet down, they didn't have pencils or pens like we have today. They used to use clay. And they had something called a stylus, which is like a bit of a chopstick. And they would press down on the clay in order to communicate their alphabet. So unlike today where we write it with a pen or pencil, they did it differently. So before this, things weren't written down. History would just be forgotten. So we would have no idea, or we would have less of an idea about the Sumerian people and the area of Mesopotamia had it not been for this alphabet. So you've got a really exciting task here. You get to use the alphabet to write your own name. So consider the letters that are in your name and use the Cuneiform Alphabet exchange sheet that's on this slide to help you. So let's see who can write their own name using an ancient alphabet. I look forward to seeing the results.